You live on a planet with 8.231 billion souls, scattered across 7 continents, speaking over 7,000 languages, living in 195 countries, each with different cultures, calendars, environments, and governments. But here's the truth no one ever told you. No matter who you are, an infant just learning to crawl, a teenager drowning in silence, a woman raising 3 children alone, a father afraid to cry, an elder questioning if it all meant something. You live in a world of 8.231 billion people, each breathing, each dreaming, each hurting. From infants to elders, students to CEOs, everyone is playing a game they never agreed to join. A system that scores you, compares you, measures you, then tells you whether you're worthy. This message is for you. But here's the secret they don't want you to know. You were never meant to fit in a system, you were built to break it. You are all battling the same invisible war. A war of pressure, a war of comparison, a war of being told you're not enough, by a world that doesn't even know your story. Did you know? As of August 2024, 31% of adults worldwide said stress is the #1 health problem in their country. Over 301 million suffer from anxiety, depression, isolation, loneliness, add hundreds of millions more. Still, society tells you, smile, be grateful, work harder, fit in. But no one stops to ask, fit into what? A system that punishes the poor for being poor? That turns students into scorecards, mothers into machines, fathers into providers who are never allowed to be human? This system, the one that defines you by grades, gender, geography, and money, was never made for you. Society says, keep moving, keep producing, keep pretending. They tell students their marks define them. Employees, their title is their identity. Women, they must be perfect to be accepted. Men, they must succeed to be loved. And children, they must grow up too soon. The richest man alive, Elon Musk, was a scared child in childhood. The most loved global figures, like Nelson Mandela and the Dalai Lama, were once rejected, exiled, imprisoned. Taylor Swift was once told to give up. Oprah was fired for not being fit for TV. And Marie Curie changed science forever, after being ignored for years because she was a woman. Messi had a growth disorder. MrBeast had no views for years. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. The Dalai Lama has no wealth, yet is the richest soul alive. What set them apart? Not privilege, not perfection, but one decision: I will not let this world define me, I will define my world. They all had problems, they all had pain, but they refused to be measured by the metrics of a world too blind to see their light. So the question is not, what's wrong with me? The real question is, what's wrong with a world that measures human worth in numbers? Because you, yes, you watching this, are not just someone's son, daughter, label, or rank. You are a storm of potential. You are a revolution with a heartbeat. You are the mirror this world forgot to look into. And this message is not motivation, it's a mirror, to show you who you truly are. Because if even one of us breaks free from the box, we give 8.2 billion others permission to do the same. The universal problem. By 2025, anxiety is still the most common mental health issue on Earth. Over 301 million people are struggling silently. That's not just a number. That's your friend, your mother, the student who just failed, the father who can't sleep, the entrepreneur afraid of tomorrow, the child too young to explain the weight they carry. But no one pauses, because society says keep moving, keep producing, keep pretending. Yes, celebrate the toppers, applaud the achievers, let success shine. But don't forget, the world is not made only of gold medals and perfect scores. Not everyone wins the race, but that doesn't mean they don't carry strength. Not everyone is loud, but that doesn't mean they don't have a voice. Not everyone has fame, but that doesn't mean they don't hold value. So here's what we must remember. Just because someone didn't get the highest marks, doesn't mean they aren't brilliant. Just because someone doesn't have money or status, doesn't mean they aren't rich in wisdom. Just because someone hasn't been seen, doesn't mean they don't matter. Because some of the world's greatest souls were once underestimated, Albert Einstein, called mentally slow as a child, went on to win the Nobel Prize. Oprah Winfrey, fired from her first TV job for being unfit for television, became a media mogul. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers, struggling as a single mother, created Harry Potter. Elon Musk, bullied and mocked, now leads Tesla and SpaceX. Malala Yousafzai, shot by the Taliban. Youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Lionel Messi, rejected for being too small and weak. Greatest footballer ever. Steve Jobs, fired from Apple, rebuilt it into a tech giant. MrBeast, uploaded over 100 videos before fame, #1 YouTuber worldwide. They were all laughed at, dismissed, judged, overlooked, and yet, they're the ones who changed the world quietly. In a world that claps for toppers and CEOs, but forgets the kid who survived anxiety, the girl who kept going after rejection, or the boy who chose kindness over competition, just know they're changing the world too.